Hey, Coach. You outscored them in the second half. You had 1 point there late. You scored 5 points in about 3 seconds. A good effort from your team tonight. But what do you think you guys need to do to kind of clean it up down the stretch and maybe pull out one of these close wins?
Yeah, I mean, it's an execution game at that point. We played with a little bit of a deficit tonight down the stretch, and I'm happy with how we hung in there, got it back down to 2, gave ourselves a chance. But just in the course of the game, we just got to be a little cleaner with our execution, whether it's transition D early on, it was the glass. Obviously, we had some untimely turnovers tonight. We took a couple tough shots in the first half, and that stuff just adds up over the course of the game. And it's hard to win these games. And so we just need to be better while maintaining the competitive spirit and the togetherness that we're playing with, because we are doing those things. And that's why we're in these games. It's just going to take a little bit more execution to get over the hump.
Nick Gallo, Thunder Broadcasting.
Mark, was tonight an example of maybe the value of your investment in Isaiah from a position and versatility standpoint? It seemed like you all were able to change the game some when you had him at the 5, but then you also threw him in at the 4.
Yeah, he's done he's gotten a lot of, minutes this season at both spots and has proven he can be effective in both spots. So, they were obviously really, really small tonight. And so we played him at the 5 some to try to match that, including down the stretch. We played Bays at the 5 down the stretch. But I thought Tony and Mo were effective tonight, especially in the second half. And they got their size into the game on a lot of plays. And so it is good to see that Isaiah, we're continuing to explore his versatility, and the fact that he can do so many different things just makes him more and more playable.
Joe Masato, The Oklahoman.
Yeah, Mark, I know this is similar to what we talked about Monday night, but it seemed like Darius stayed aggressive again and really got to the rim and had success there. What did you think of the way he played?
Yeah, same thing. He's now strung together, 4 or 5 games. I forget how many games he's been back, but he's strung together some games where he's really done that, and so clearly he's made a jump there, and he's playing with that type of mindset. He played, he guarded LeVert for a lot of the possessions tonight, did a pretty good job on him. And tonight, he wasn't overly efficient. He wasn't as efficient as he's been, but the aggressiveness is definitely there. And, he's getting to his spots and getting really, really good plays in there. So getting to the line, he's doing some really, really good things. He's progressing.
You guys had 76 points in the paint. Was that I know they started a really small lineup. Was that taking advantage of that, or how do you assess that?
Most of it was on drives, and so we really wanted to, we're over this stretch, we've done, some things that have hurt us and things we have to clean up. But one of the things we've really done for probably a 10 or 15 game stretch now is we've really hit the paint with the ball. We've opened the floor up, and our guys are driving and kicking, and we're getting, 100 paint touches a night pretty much. And a lot of the points in the paint tonight were a byproduct of that. Our guys are doing a really good job of driving in straight lines. Obviously, Bays has led that charge recently, but they're doing a great job. They're hitting the paint, they're sharing the ball, they're spacing the floor. It's how we want to play. We just need to clean up, some of the careless plays on offense.
Paris Lawson, OKCThunder.com.
Coach, what did you think of Svi's performance late for you guys? Obviously he had a couple possessions in the offensive foul, but still managed to stay in it and still, put together a couple really strong plays for you guys.
Yeah, he's continuing to improve as well. He got the start tonight. We played him a lot of minutes. He shoots the ball really well, and so defenders react to him when he's out there. He's a good athlete, so he gets out and runs and spaces, and he's a good mover away from the ball. And then when he's got the ball in his hands, he can find a shot, or he can put it on the floor, get to the rim like he did a couple times tonight. He can play drive and kick as well. And so, he just keeps getting better. We just keep working with him. We have a vision for him. He's a pretty complete player. And, I think he's showcasing that in these minutes he's playing.
Back to Joe Masato.
Yeah, Mark, I know it was officially non-COVID illness, but anything else you can tell us on Poku?
No, just that he wasn't feeling well, and then, they came and told me he wasn't going to return.
Thanks.
Yep.
Thank you, Coach. Have a good night.
All right, guys.